Yeah, hi everyone. So continue back to part two that I is for you. Right, we have done Windows part. So we'll move to the USB class using DD. This is what you need actually. So assume you have your Kali Linux or other type of Linux already. But this one better you using Kali Linux because Kali Linux you can install the 6 suite and also first try to open your toolbox. Okay. Before that, you can go back to your device. Okay. So you can see here I created my volume. So I have 3 volume or 3 drive for USB, 1 physical drive with 3 logical drive. So this is the USB drive, my 15 gig USB drive. I divided by 3 volume. Last time 2 only, this one 3 volume. So I have 10 gig, 800 meg, and also my 200 meg lah. This one, right? It's because I don't want to wait for, I don't want to consume more time in Linux because if you create 1 gig, it still required some 5 minutes and so on lah. Like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, so this is what actually I will do with these 3 logical drive. Okay, so now I'm moving to Linux. Toolbox first. Open the virtual box. Box. This virtual box, you go to setting. So you want to attach actually your USB to your Linux through virtual box. Okay, from virtual box you can create like this lah. First of all, maybe I can remove back mine. You enable this one, you enable the supported controller. This lab I want to add a USB drive. So there are many USB connected drive to my laptop, but currently I only have one thumb drive or one flash drive. USB 2.0. This one I know already. Okay. This actually mouse now, webcam and many more. This is only my storage. USB 2.0. If you're using USB 3.0, I think the speed will be better. So you click OK. When you click OK, you start your virtual box. Okay. Wait a minute. Once your virtual box running, then you can see lah. This one will be available. This one still your volume or your flash drive still readable by your Windows. It's not passed inside the virtual machine yet. We see later. Once your virtual machine or your Kali start and then attach the USB inside, then you can see Windows already playing for already passed the USB drive. Can you see? Now you can see in Windows your USB drive not available anymore. So you already passed to to your virtual machine kali, because it cannot be both read and write. So now see Kali Linux. And Kali Linux. And you can check the volumes there. Like this is the volume, 3 volume, because my one physical USB drive, I create 3 logical drive. One physical USB drive created 3 logical drive. So that's why you can see 3. And then you can check also this one, right? Reconnect. So if I want to use my webcam as well, I need to attach here. I need to enable here. So that if let's say my webcam, I have 2 webcam, is integrated in my laptop, you need and another one for USB connected webcam. So if I want to use here, I can click and then in Windows they will be not detected. Same concept with USB. So now we have 3 volume inside. So what you need to do is check back your manual. Okay, it's done. And this is your manual, right? Already connected to here. Now you need to check your drive, available drive inside your Kali Linux. So how to do that? Run lsdlk. This block, okay? You can see here there are multiple drive, but only 2, actually 3, like you can see here, the 3 physical drive. However, the SDA actually also virtual drive that we created to install our Kali. This means the main drive for the Kali Linux lah. We put in an SDA. Okay. So storage device A. This one storage device B is our my USB thumb drive lah. You can see here there are 3 partition or 3 logical drive I have created. So one 14, another one 800 meg, and another one almost 200 meg lah. And last part, actually this is the CD-ROM, okay? CD-ROM or DVD-ROM lah. Read only memory. Actually, we insert the guest edition. This one, Jabok guest edition, where it allow us to install interfaces between your host machine, your physical machine, and also virtual machine. So that's why you can use mouse lah, you can use copy paste, and many more. Right? If you have time, you can explore how the shared folder work. This one you can share the folder between your host machine, Windows machine, and also your virtual machine. So you can share the folder, the file, and anymore. Right? You can copy paste, drag and drop. So this is another function of your virtual machine. But for this lab, we only want to create image from the physical image from the physical storage. So now I attached one physical storage USB drive, which already created for 3 logical drive. Next, after you identify the 3 drive here, so which one you want to create the image for? This is which one you want to clone. For me, I just want to clone the third part here from my physical drive, because that's why I create the smaller size, right? Example lah, this is the one which contain the evidence. We need to run the dd command, the interface if equal to def sdb. Def sdb inside your manual, only sdb. If you put sdb, It means the sources of the original, this actually entire USB drive. This one, entire SDB drive. But I just want one portion of it. This means one logical drive from the physical drive. So I put the numbers 3, the third one here. So you must ensure you put the correct partition or correct logical drive. If you put SDB, all or entire drive will be clone. This means 15 gig. Take time lah, right? This one only 198 meg or almost 200 lah, 200 meg only. So you will take lower time. And then off. This is the name. You put the name. Okay, what name you want to put? I want to put USB. This one. Partition 3, for example lah. You can put any, and then .dd. This is the extension. File similar that we create in Windows Utilities DD. And then BS, this is block storage file size by default 512 or into byte. Okay, then conversion error, then sync. Make sure comma sync status. It will show you the status of the program, how many megabyte, how many send have been completed. Okay, progress. So by default, your image will be stored here. That means in Kali folder. If you want to do a different folder, you need to go inside the different folder. But by default, they will be put here, okay, inside this folder. If you want to create, maybe you can put in different folder here, so that you customize it. Right. For this lab, only put in the current folder, okay, the Kali folder. Okay, why enter? Oh, sorry, STB3 permission denied. Why? Okay. Oops. If equal, I need to put sudo. Okay, Kali. Because we are not running using the root, so you need to put sudo to have the permission. All right. So this is the progress. Minimax already clone. So this one 198, right? So I think less than 1 minute. Okay. Then the speed here 4.2 meg speed, right? So if you're using USB 3, they will be faster, but still you are connecting your this physical drive into your machine or laptop, and then they have another layer. Go to virtual machine manager layer, that's mean virtual box, and then another layer for your operating system. Kali, like you have physical to machine, Windows, virtual box as manager, as virtual machine manager, and also Kali Linux. So 5 layer. That's why a bit slower. But okay, now complete already. Right? You can check the location inside the Kali, right? Inside the Kali. So I already create many image here. So this is the latest image, right? USB part 3. This is the simple task for you, right? Using DD. However, you still have another package that you can use. They call it the DCFLDD. This one. try to install this package first. If you cannot install, you need to run update. Here sudo so for me I already have. If you cannot install, the package doesn't recognize whatsoever, you can run the update. How to do that? For me I already create, it means I have it. Show for you, for those that did not manage to get, just install the update. Okay, sudo update install. And then you install the Linux utility. So what actually what are the package used for? This DCFLDD. This look like the DD, but they have another function or another features that you can generate MD5 hash value to verify your clone or your image integrity compared to the physical or the original source. Okay, done. And then you need to run one more installation. Install the utility Linux. Okay, this one I already have that. Once you have that, then you can install your DCFLDD lah. But for me, I already have it. Once you got this package, you can start to create. This is actually just to creating the image, or the clone of the original image. This image, nothing else, because we did not yet analyze it. We just create the image. This means we collecting the preserve the evidence or the raw data or raw image first. We not yet filter, we not yet uh, analyze. Okay, this is just the cloning, just to imagine the original storage. So how to do that? Need to write command the sudo edc fl ed. And then the same interface, which interface you want to. This one I'm using interface as E3, right? E3. And for the name, I want to put, last time used to be part 3, right? Let's be 3 MD5 with MD5, for example. Right, dot DD, same. Then S2. And we have also MD5 log. Later we can view the MD5 log in this file, text file. Is it or not? And then same conversion. Okay. This progress. Get back the command sudo dcfd, and then the interface that you want to choose is db3 lah for me. Then the name of this image, put this in this folder location lah. Then block storage, the block size 5 log to where which file position, no error, sync status in progress. Okay, if all correct, enter. So similar, it will also creating the imaging, but it will count it or calculate MD5 message digest value as well. You can see. Just to create the image, not yet. Analyze it. So later in next chapter, you will cover Windows, you will cover operating system, network, then we will go in details about how to analyze it. Depend on the file type or evidence type. This one just to create the image of the drive. See lah. Normally, if let's say you want to analyze a server or where ransomware, they are more and more challenging because the storage also big, right? Access the storage now. Done already. Written, everything written. So I can view again. Yes, I have USB part 3 with also USB part 3 dot with MD5. So how to check? Maybe you can view MD5 text. Okay, this is the one MD5 value. Then you want to compare the image, the value of the image. Is it same or not? 5 some this but 3 with MD5. Okay, this one. So when you see here, the value of the image and the original one can be compared with the value that you already created. The same, if the same, that means the copy are similar. It's not changes the copy, because this is the important part when you want to present your evidence later. Okay. Okay, that's all. Other than that, actually the option lah, install a guest edition, I mean this. Okay, I think that's all for this part. Additional part, you can see this one for volume, right? Then try by yourself here. Insert your guest edition CD image. Insert. Insert. Then you try to mount on the volume. You mount, you will more, they will be clearer, right? So you can check the media as media, right? Yeah, CD. Sorry, CD. It will go or not? Yeah. Okay, here. Okay. Okay. Just this one will be different, so you can more see inside your Kali. Deeply invoke. So you can see here. This is the one which actually inside the CD-ROM. Okay. So now we want to install the update. You're done already. Install the GC Make per Y. Update already. Update right. Then now. Update. Show and install. This one the compiler actually DCC compiler of C make sudo sudo the library that you want to install. It's just a alternative version. Actually, to install the VirtualBox edition, actually to give you better fluffy display, the integration of your mouse, drag and drop, and other. But this one you need to install the GCC first. It's just additional, not necessarily. But wait, so like you want to install the driver for the virtual machine. For example, the VGA driver, display driver, right? Mouse driver. But most of the time they already pre-configured for you. This edition. If you install this, maybe you can simply drag and drop at the file to drop to here, like your file. It can be dragged and drop. These features can help you. Just copy, drag and drop. Okay, by direction. So this is the guest edition. Without the guest edition enable, only you can't directly drag and drop from your host machine to the virtual machine. And both three, this one, two. Still cannot from the guest to host with my host protected accredited. And so on. After complete, you can try this one. Okay. So into intro. Initial. And it's already installed, but just to see the functionality, you can just check. Okay. Really, there are many other forensics suite or tools you can try or forensic utilities inside the Linux. Maybe later I will share with you the cheat sheet. Okay, that's all. I think that's all for today. We need to explore more on the other component tools and also the techniques to analyze, to examine the evidence. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye-bye. So you need to do this by yourself. Okay? If you have your USB drive, your SSD and so on. Okay, don't worry. This is for your own practice, your own exercise. Because later for your assignment, you need to simulate the evidence collection. So you can use this particular technique as well. Maybe you can visualize it, simulate how you can create image from the hard disk, from USB drive and others. But for the analysis part, you will be supplied by the specific evidence. For imaging, you need to simulate by yourself. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.